Well, this year for spring break, the Elrod family decided to go out west to West Texas. Our first stop on our journey was to Balmorhea State Park, where there's an amazing spring that feeds a natural swimming pool, and it's probably one of the most beautiful places that I've seen in Texas. The water is crystal clear and it stays fairly warm in the winter, and of course in the summer it's a little cooler because it's the same temperature all year round. It was such an amazing place to see, and I definitely recommend it. The girls wanted to hop in, but we didn't get a chance to go swimming in it. Maybe during the summer we'll stop by again and check it out. There's lots of little fish and wildlife living in the natural pool, and as you can see, there's plenty of people that were swimming in it, and even though it was cold outside, the temperature was fine. Then after that, we headed off to the McDonald Observatory. This place has been somewhere that we went as children. My husband and the Boy Scouts and me with my family. It is such a neat place for our kids to see because we're all kind of science geeks. This on the ground here is actually the size of the mirrors and the lenses of the larger telescope. So that's kind of cool to see. Then we headed into the gift shop and the interactive exhibit for kids. It's supposed to be, but I thought it was kind of neat for adults too. There's lots of stuff to read, lots of stuff to mess with, even a little slide that our kids loved going up and down a million times. There was an area to check out the temperature of stars that they had the globes on the table actually heat up, so you could feel the difference between the yellow, the red, and the white or blue star. So that was kind of neat for them to be able to touch those and see which one's hotter. Later on that afternoon or evening, after it started getting a little bit darker, we headed over to the star party and found really good seats. We knew it would be crowded, so we got there probably about 30 minutes early than the recommended time, and we got front row seats, and as you can see, it started filling up slowly, but once it started getting dark, people came and sat down. Spring break can get very busy, so be prepared for that, but it is so worth it. And it was extremely cold that evening, but that was worth it too. We just bundled up lots of hats and scarves and sweaters and gloves and blankets, and we were good.
Our Star Party program, Spring Break Star Party program, very well attended Star Party program, and also welcome to the University of Texas at Austin. Actually considered to be on campus QT right now. Before some of you feel a little uncomfortable about that, let me allow me to mention to you that the university, the astronomy department, McDonald Observatory, actually partnering with Texas A&M University. Two big projects in astronomy. One is the Hobby Everly Telescope dark energy experiment going to be taking place just up the hill over here at the Hobby Everly Telescope over the next several years, and also partnering with A&M as well as a number.
This presentation was amazing. They have this awesome laser pointer that is so strong that they can actually point up into the different constellations, and they go over a lot of them. We learned so much and all loved it. I definitely recommend it. The next morning, after staying in the Fort Davis RV Park Hotel, we went to the Indian Lodge State Park, which was really neat. There's lots of wildlife, lots of scenery. It was beautiful. We decided to hike up the mountain a little bit. There's a glimpse of the Indian Lodge there. It actually was under construction, so we weren't able to go in, but we did get that really beautiful glimpse, and we got to check out a lot of the plants and wildlife and different cactus and have that learning experience for the girls. It was definitely a more difficult hike, but they did awesome, so we were really proud of them. After that, we headed over to Fort Davis, which is a national park or national historical landmark. It costs, I think, about $14 for all of us to go in, but it was worth it also. Lots of interactive areas. Obviously, we have a horse here where a man is dressed up as a period soldier from the time frame that this fort was still in operation.
What do you think?
It definitely was neat for the girls to be able to ask a few questions about his gear and whatever they came to think about at that moment. After that, we wandered around the entire place and checked out the old buildings and different areas inside, so have a look.
Came known as Fort Lancaster. And soldiers that came out were mostly just first-year soldiers from the East Coast. A lot were from Germany or Ireland, recent immigrants. So they were start out your private ranks, so there's just no pay scale. 1855 shouldn't even pay Army pay at that time. Per month? This is per month. Yes. So like a private, like I'm dressed here, starting out $11 a month, 1855. Corporal 13. The officers, of course, got paid a lot more, 45. The highest ranking officers, Lancaster, was the captain, making $60 a month. And there were also women at these forts, known as washerwomen or laundresses. They often did all the laundry for the soldiers. And so they could actually make better money than the soldiers. The laundress would typically get about $2 per soldier that they took care of. So they might take care of 15 or 20 soldiers. They could actually do pretty well on the frontier. Soldiers served extra jobs as black.
After seeing the museum, we decided to go to this really neat little ice cream shop in Fort Davis called the Caboose. And they have all the Blue Whale ice cream flavors. And it was so cute in there. So we had some really delicious stuff. I definitely recommend this place to go for anybody that wants a sweet little treat. After that, we headed over to Marfa, which is a town near Fort Davis, to the Food Shark little food truck, and we ate on a school bus, so that was really cool, and they have amazing food also. Then we drove through town of Marfa. They have a lot of really cool little artsy shops. It's like an artist mecca, basically. A lot of people from New York and LA will come down and live there just to be a part of the art scene. So it's kind of a neat little gem in the middle of the desert. It's in your face. It's in my face. There it is. It's in your face. It's in my face. Breaking the law.
All right, let's get the grass out of here. We're going to a restaurant.
Oh.
I mean, do you have a comb?
Nope.
It's okay.
Shake it off.
Shake it off, Emma. Shake your hair. Shake it faster. Harder. Harder. Harder.
Bells are nice.
What's he doing, Anna?
I don't let you eat chicken. I don't eat.
Thanks for joining us on our fun little tour of the West Texas desert and spring break time. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more adventures. See you soon.